Hey, what's up guys? I know it's been a while since I did a video and put having to do with the shop, but today finally it is in my Riley Hopkins conveyor dryer. You can see that right there. That's gonna be the boxes. Be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes that I need to put together. I'll be putting those together, and I'll be back here in a little bit. I'm just gonna put I'm gonna do a different type of video. It's gonna take a while to put this bad boy together, so I'm gonna just kind of do the intro and then we'll get to the next video. So I opened the first box and this is what's inside of it. This is the top of the conveyor dryer. So I'll be taking that out here in a little bit and putting it together. Hey guys, so I just finished opening the first box. So it is empty. So that's what's in the first box. It's the Riley Cure 245. When you take it out, I guess just be careful with the plug because it is in the bottom of that. I kind of hoisted it up, that little foam plug. And then we have the vent controls. I like the fact that they left a little bit of green on it. Here's the vent coupling that goes right there on the top, and then in this box, that's the vent. It's a little bent, but to the next video, and I'm going to start doing the next box there. So I'm thinking, since I got my press right there, I'll probably have to put the conveyor dryer right there where that table is and move my box. So see you in the next one. Open up the second box. These look to be, I think this is a conveyor, so I'll be going through that one right now. Taking it out, and then I'll come back. But while I was opening it, the conveyor, one of where the conveyor sits is bent. There's not the call right in it. Get them to come and fix it, send me the part. We got everything out of the box. Controller, assuming those are the legs. That's about everything. For now, my wife will try and put this together. So a little update. I wasn't able to finish putting together the Riley Cure 245. One of the arms of the conveyor belt was twisted or kind of warped in a way that I couldn't straighten it out. Being that it's Saturday, I'm gonna have to call screen printing on Monday, and that way they can send me that piece. I'm assuming they're just gonna send me the arm because that's the only part that's damaged. But once again, as soon as I get that in, I will finish this video. So till then, have a good weekend. Peace.
So we're going on day 2 of putting together the Riley Cure 245. It's gonna be the conveyor dryer that I ordered. It was one I was putting together actually a couple of weeks ago. But unfortunately, one of the pieces was damaged. So I had to get with Riley Hopkins. The guys over there at screenprinting.com, and they ordered the part that I needed. So this is the part that came damaged. This is going to be one of the rails that goes on the side of the conveyor. So I'm going to put this one together today. I'm going to replace this one and see if I have enough time to finish putting it together, and I'll get back to you. So without further ado, let's get to it. So this is going to be the day 2 putting together of the Riley Cure 245. This is what I'm going to be putting together. That's one of the sides of the conveyor dryer. That one came out fine. This is the stuff that all the items and pieces are coming in for us to put together. As I mentioned, one of the pieces came damaged. It's going to be this side of the conveyor dryer. This is the one I'm going to have to put together. I'm going to have to take this apart and put it back together right now. So I was going to record this on my camera, but had some technical difficulties with it this morning, so we are back. We worked on it with our phone, so hope this comes out okay. I know the videos that I've been posting kind of have kind of looks squarish, so any fixes to that when you're recording off the iPhone, editing with Final Cut Pro, I kind of tried to do it, but I couldn't get it right, so it's just taking apart. That we're going to be replacing. That's going to go. It's going to go right there. So. I don't think it has to go real tight, so just, you know, you don't understand any of it. Don't want to look damaged. And new one, so replacement wasn't that hard, so we'll catch you on the next one. So these tabs, these go into these inserts. So instead of you thinking that this goes down like this, it actually goes up. My helper's here. Her name is Zoe. Can you get So I put it up right, and this is what it looks like. So, do the next step. So I think that in the back rolling pin, or in the main rolling pin where the motor is, it kept on moving, but in the back there's a little washer with a bolt, and I'm thinking this is the one that goes behind. This actually goes behind to lock in. So I'm gonna open that box right there in the back. I'm sorry for the lighting. That box right there. So, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with that rolling pin. So, the chain was also messed up. I'm not sure if that goes like that. I feel like it has to lock, right? Because this, it has too much, you see that? It has too much play. going on there. Saw a couple of other videos where they were a little bit frustrated with it, and now I know what they mean. Right? I'm trying to figure out why this rolling pin has so much play. See? I know I can put some screws back and tighten, but I still think, I don't know if this is unscrewable. You know, that's the right word. You see, I don't know. It is, okay. So it did unscrew. Right, so this should give us play now. Or not. I'll be sending an email to Riley Hop to screenprinting.com, letting them know about this, right? Because I mean, I'm sure they pay a good amount of money to their manufacturer to get these things built for them, and this is going to be the third piece of equipment that I get that comes damaged. So, I mean, nothing against the company, nothing against them. It's just, you know, we pay a lot of money for this stuff, so I'm sure he would like to get a good product to their customers. But it feels like it might have just check this out. So I moved these over, as I mentioned. I tightened up, I loosened up the gear, put the chain back on. You see, it still has play, but not as much. So I'm gonna assume. I don't like to assume that that's the way it's supposed to be. So I will contact them on Monday, and I'll find out what I need to do to make sure I get this going correctly. So, right, and as you can tell, it was hitting, I guess, when it was in transit, because I haven't even turned this thing on. You see, so that's what I'm afraid of happening. So, This is why it takes 2 people. You gotta mend these together and then run the broad through the middle. So let me get her real quick to come and help me out, but that's all you really need. So hold that. Just hold it, just hold it. It's because you need to take this out. See this thing? You want to take it out? No. Good. You see? So, middle.
Is that called this thing? Is that how you need it? Do you need help? No more help? You don't need no more help?
Didn't take that much, so it was just that rod that went right there. And remember, it was kind of loose, but this is nothing. It's just a little scraper. I just pushed in the pin with this on the side. It got a little tight at the end, but that's about it. So remember how I was telling you that was kind of loose? So, I mean, it's sturdy now. So, we'll check it out here in a second. Coming together. So, let's see what's next. I think it's just the top now. So. Oh yeah, I had already put the controllers, by the way. So these are the controllers. That plug, this plug is gonna end up going in there. But that tension I was talking about is right here. You see that? So this gets pulled back and tightened there. Lot, but see how it's tight now? It's just gonna be like any other belt, that way it runs smoothly. So, what I can tell, I think I've done everything else. Shows nice and sturdy. Connector. As I mentioned, the connectors goes there. So right now, we are on this step. When you put this top on, the screws will have two on the hex screw on top. On the top of this or bottom of this, it'll have holes where you can line it up. If you wanted to see what's there, the heating element on the bottom of it. So the two holes are gonna be right there in the bottom. So this in essence just lays here. So that's what's on the bottom of it, right? Let me get that sitting down right. So when you take it out, this cable is facing down. So I kind of put this on the bottom and I had it sitting down just so I wouldn't damage this cable, right? It's an important cable. So there's two more pieces. It goes on the top, right? I would say wear some gloves if you're just to be on the safe side. This is not perfect, so I used to work in the sheet metal a long time ago, and this stuff can cut you real good. Let me work on this and I'll be right back. So I wanted to show you what I had to do. So this is probably the hardest part. So I bent the inner ones right now, kind of straightening them out. I had to get a book. So this is the exhaust that goes up there. It goes up there on the Riley Cure 245. It's the extension, right? So I had to kind of bend the insides of it because it wouldn't go. And I got a book and got a hammer and kind of hammered that guy into place, and then now we're good to go. So I'm gonna be straightening that out for sure. And I'll get back to you here in a second. So I got the exhaust ready. As I mentioned, I had to use a book and a hammer to kind of get that going. So it'll be this last little piece right here. Putting the exhaust in the top. After that, connect and play, but that'll be it. So let's put that exhaust on. So I know right now the shop is a mess, as you can tell. I got crap everywhere thrown. I still need to organize it, set everything up, and get everything going. So that's the exhaust. I really wanted it. I'm gonna have to probably run it out through one of those windows. And like as I mentioned, I'm probably gonna have to move that TV. But here we go. That is the Riley Cure 245 Conveyor Dryer. We did notice a couple of hiccups, but for the most part, everything turned out pretty good. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to try it. Here, look at that, it's dirty. As I mentioned, just make sure you clean it. So these are the vents that I didn't go. These vents, look at that. And that came from the warehouse. So these vents are to measure the air pressure that goes in there. Those go in there. We'll give this a final cleaning. I do like the fact that they left it
they left a little bit of that green in there. It'll match the press right in the 250 press in the cart, right? So this is the back of it. This would be the other side with the motor. So I'm still gonna work on the layout of the shop. I'll be figuring out where I need to kind of place everything for now. So I'll be back with you here in a second. So I just finished putting together the Riley 245 conveyor dryer. It's gonna be this guy right here. So it says it's a two-man job. I got a little bit of help from my daughter actually, and my wife came in for a minute, but you know, I was able to do it myself after all. It was one of the last main pieces that I needed to order for the shop. Besides that, I should be ready to start doing some mock-ups and doing some, you know, trials on some shirts and some sweaters and whatnot. So use it yet. I can't use my dryer or my flash dryer right now. I'm gonna do just a quick tour of what I have so far. The shop isn't done by no means. I still need to get an electrician to come in and run the plug for the, I think it's a 210. I was talking to one of my mechanic buddies. Actually, it's a 240 volt with a 20 amp circuit is what it is. So we need to get that plug put into the shop. I'm actually gonna need two of them, one for the dryer and one for the flash dryer. After that, I'll need a couple of things, just some emulsion, an emulsion scooper, a couple of scoops, a couple of spatulas, and I need to start working on my Adobe with my Mac and start getting some prints out there for you guys. That way I can work on for the brand for Knucklezdown, which is my brand. All the descriptions will be here in the bottom. And like always, thank you for watching, and let's get to it. So let's see what I have put together so far. So this is the setup so far. So here is gonna be the flash dryer, right? It's gonna be the Riley Hopkins flash dryer. Right there. The flash dryer, we got the 4x6 Riley Hopkins 250 6 color by 4 press. I got just some emulsion, some different stuff right here. Just I'm barely getting it all set up. The one that we set up today is going to be the Riley Hopkins, or the Riley Cure 250. This is going to be it right there. We ended up putting that guy together today. I'll do a full video with all the specs later. As I mentioned, I'm probably going to have to get rid of that TV, probably move it somewhere else, and possibly move some of that exhaust, get that exhaust and run it through one of the windows. I still need an area so the shirts will drop right there, and then that'll just be a little table for folding. This is some of the stock that I have right now for Knucklezdown. I'll have the descriptions in the bottom for that website. You can go in there and give us a little bit of support. Everything is helpful. Then the refrigerator, got some, just a cup press, hat press, and then I got another press right there where we started with my circuit. So this circuit right here started everything else over there. Yeah, one little thing. And then I got my Epson printer right there. It's gonna be the SureColor, the P SureColor 400. This is the restroom, right? I still need to work on it, but got it all blacked out, of course. Got everything blacked out as well. This is gonna be the wet room for right now. I need to work on it. I'm gonna be putting in the sink, the wet sink for right now. I got my hose in there. That's the one that I'll use just to wash the screens. I'll be using this for right now. I put that up there and just kind of mended it so we could, you know, when I need to rinse the screens and all that good stuff. So I'll be turning this area into my wet room for my screens. And I got a little light there as well, so it'll be a good lit area for us to, you know, reclaim screens, wash screens, and all that good stuff. So it'll be my dark room. It has some mess right now in it. I do have all my bulbs set up. So this will be my dark room. I got my humidifier, water in there, and then I have this guy in here ready as well. So this is where I'll be flashing my screens, getting everything ready for print. I got the Ryonet template here as well. I need to put that sucker in there also as soon as I get a chance. So let me swing back out. As I mentioned, I still got some work. I still have a little bit of a mess. I like to have everything clean and organized. So yeah, this is a Rain screen printing. This is what I have so far that I've been able to build. As I mentioned, I still have a couple of items that I need to buy and I need to get. So as soon as I'm able to have a complete shop going and set up. Also, if you can see, I got my 3 screens, I got my Mac, my mouse, and I got everything set up there for, you know, running video, editing video, working on my designs. I got everything set up here. I got my desk set up there as well. So once again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, and we'll catch you on the next one.